Name and age.
Hi, I'm Jay Watson and I'm 23.
Hi, I'm Molly Williams and I'm 26.
Where are you from and where do you live now?
Okay. UK, so born south of England, stayed here pretty much all my life.
I live near Valencia, Spain, but with my family at the moment. But I was originally born in England. My family is Welsh and some of them are Irish, and I've grown up all over Europe and lived in Australia. So I don't really know where I'm from, but I am a European and citizen of the world.
So some people talk about multiple identities. Sounds like that's true for you.
Definitely. I don't really know which one it is, except for that I'm a proud European and that I'm an international citizen. I can't say where I'm from specifically.
In my case, I'd have to say that being European is at the very center of my existence now, and the past 5 years or so have highlighted that I am European first. And the way things are at the moment, the fact that I was born in the UK is little more than an inherited label, because I think that the words English and British have become these very loaded and even toxic statements, and they're not things I want to be. They're not things I want to celebrate or be proud of until they're reconciled.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a composer and an audio producer. For the past year, I've been running a startup music composition and audio production company with one of my university friends, and we're treating it as our way up through the music for media industry. So my particular interest is doing music and sound effects for video games and films.
I've got accepted to study law in Maastricht University in September. I graduated from hotel school 5 years ago. And so my plan is to be a human rights lawyer. And I'm also a social media campaigner, as we both have the Young European Voices group, which main goal has been created by young passionate Europeans to raise awareness on political, environmental and society issues across Europe and the impacts on young people. So yeah, that's what I'm up to at the moment, and hopefully get to stay in Europe and continue my career. So.
And where do you see yourself living in the future?
I personally see myself living, hopefully for the time being, in the Netherlands. And then it's just a fantastic country. I love it there. And working at the International Criminal Courts is the dream. But just basically living throughout Europe, hopefully, and eventually maybe also living in Australia. So it's a very complicated question.
In my case, I still hope that I will make it to living permanently in mainland Europe somewhere. My places of particular interest are Sweden and France and Germany for their media industries, especially, say, for game design. I make no secret of the fact that I would like a second powerful passport, maybe a German or a Swedish one. However, I'm not ruling out moving to places which are equally good for the creative industries, like Montreal, where I spent 8 months as a student a few years ago. Though it would be a fairly drastic change of plan, I think, if that ever happened, and knowing the immigration loops that you have to jump through to get into Canada on a permanent basis.
What does Europe mean to you?
So yeah, Europe as a whole is my home, even though there's so much more Europe that I still need to experience. My philosophy has been to treat the particular EU country that I've been located in at a particular point in time as my favorite one. And that drives me to engage in the culture and the languages and things of those places where I can. And overall, my favorite thing about being European is the vision and the values that we share across the continent, such as being united in diversity and generally open and tolerant of differences and minorities, which is so important for respect, mutual respect of people. And then this brings people together as small parts of something much bigger, working in a collaboration from which everyone can feel rewarded. And that is one of the things that I'm going to miss the most staying in the UK over the next few years or so.
What I love most about being European is effectively just basically the freedom that we don't have any borders, that we can, especially if we're an EU citizen, which I'm really, really sad about losing my rights, for example, freedom of movement, because my whole life I've been able to have these amazing international experiences. of living in all these different countries, traveling around all these different countries without needing any visas or anything like that. And I just love the diversity in the international community that comes with it. And also, of course, my second language is German, so I also feel very German in a lot of ways as well. And so, yeah, I just love the fact, the freedom that we get essentially that comes with it, and also the rights that we have as humans as well that comes with it. I mean, there aren't many other continents, or I don't think there are any in the world, where we have this level of freedom to travel between different countries as Europeans. And also, if it's okay, I just want to plug a project we're doing at the moment as well in Young European Voices Group, which is called the Pass the Flag Project. And that's what it's all about. It's about celebrating the best of being European in 2020 and getting people to do short videos passing the European flag from left to right, and essentially just promoting exactly what it is the best way to be European, and then just asking them to ask for their opinion as well. So yeah, I hope that's a good answer.